Hello, friends. My name is Claire, and I built a two-bedroom, one bathroom base game home in The Sims 4. So we are first going to be starting off in this little front porch area. There's not really much of a backyard in this house, and there's not even a back door. There's like a side stairs you can get to if you want to move this house forward a little bit to have a backyard, but I decided just to keep it simple. Been a little bit busy with school recently, and so this is just a very simple house. I wanted to do a base game build just because I haven't done one of those in a while, and I have done a lot of other more pack heavy builds, and so it's just kind of fun to do a build that anybody can go to the Sims 4 gallery and download, and it's free because the Sims 4 is free now. And so we are just going to be in the kitchen, or not the kitchen, this is the living room, and then we'll be going into the kitchen. So I wanted to use these chairs mostly because I don't remember the last time I used them. I wouldn't say the inside has a bungalow feel, but I did try to make the outside look a little bit like it had bungalow inspired items in it, but the inside's more traditional style. And so we are just going to be adding some side tables and a rug. I when I do these base game builds, I realize how often I'm already using a whole bunch of base game items. There's a good variety, and there's just a lot of options, luckily. But sometimes there are those specific items that come in those kind of specific packs, like the horse ranch pack. There's more rustic furniture and stuff, and so we are just going to be adding a little TV console and going to be adding this bunny statue. I always love adding a bunny statue into my builds just because my family has a bunny, and so we are just going to be adding this plant. I did use bb.move objects, and I would recommend you put in bb.move objects before you download this house, or else some items might disappear. And so we are just going to be decorating this shelf on the side, or this table on the side, and I did add some more taller plants and stuff, so to kind of hide the fact that the couch is not centered with the windows. And so we're just going to be adding a bookshelf and going to be adding a coat rack, and I feel like this space turned out pretty well. I'm just going to be adding backpack. I did design one of the rooms to be for 18, or just kind of like a younger sim. Maybe the primary bedroom, could maybe be grandparents. And so we are just going to be going in and adding some decorations underneath the TV console. I thought I did, but I got distracted by the other table next to the TV console. And this space is just a very simple area, and I do add light switches throughout this house. And if you can't afford this house, or your Sims need some money, each one of these light switches, I'm pretty sure 50 simoleons, so you can just delete all of those light switches. But now we are in the kitchen, and first going to start off with these counters, but I decided to get rid of them and go for more expensive cabinets. And so we're just going to be first figuring out the placement of the appliances. A reason why I got rid of the tile or the cabinets is because of the tile. It just seemed a little bit outdated. I know in The Sims, your Sims don't really care about if grout lines and stuff, but I've watched a lot of home renovation shows, and that's usually the thing that they get rid of when they are demoing a house, is the tile on the counters. And so we are just going to be adding a little island, and I do add some bar stools. So this is also kind of the dining room space in this tiny one-story bungalow house. And so we're just going to be adding silver cabinets, but most of this room is windows, and so I just kind of add it in the corner by the stove. I was maybe imagining that this house, one of the parents or grandparents could be like a chef, and so like they take a very good priority in this large kitchen. And even though there's not many uppers, there are a ton of lowers in this kitchen. So there's spots for your Sims to put in their appliances and their special cooking utensils. And I really do like how this kitchen turned out. I would say this is one of my favorite kitchens, especially only having to use the base game. And we're just going to be finishing up with some decorations, going to be adding the fruit bowl, and going to be adding a dishwasher, because I don't usually add dishwashers when I'm building. And I know, like, I want to try to make houses like as most realistic as possible, but the dishwashers aren't like there's not many options for dishwashers. This is like the only dishwasher in the base game, and then there's like one with Parenthood and one with the new kitchen kit pack. And so we are just going to be adding a lunch box to match the backpack in the front area. And now we are just going to be adding some pictures to kind of finish off the space. I do also add some aprons, and this space is just going to start wrapping up. Like I said, this is one of my favorite kitchens I've done in a while, and I'm proud of myself for only doing it in base game. There are a lot of like cool kitchen appliances that and kitchen items that are not in the base game, and so we are just going to be heading into the bathroom now. This is the only bathroom in the house, and it's a little bit far away if you're like in the front area, but this is a small house, so can't really do much about it. So we do add a shower tub combo, and it's just a pretty simple bathroom. I was kind of imagining maybe the Sims, like this is like a generational home, or maybe this is just a home that they like moved into and have never left. And so like adding the shower tub combo is like, okay, I know toddlers and babies need a bathtub, so I'm going to add the shower tub combo. If you feel like this is like too much of a space saver or like a space waste, you can also change the shower or the tub into just a shower. And so we are just going to be adding a mirror, and this is again a very simple space in this house. I do match the tile from the kitchen into the bathroom, and the whole house just kind of has like a blue theme on the interior. I didn't want to like commit fully to the blue color scheme, so that's why the outside is green. And now we are in the primary suite, or what I was calling the primary suite. It is the bedroom with a double bed and not a single bed, so therefore in my mind it is the primary suite. And I just again, some things in the base game are nice, but some things are a little bit limiting, and I didn't want to go for like a crazy fancy plush bed in this room. I was imagining this house to be a very simple, quaint house, and so I kind of go for more of like a mission style bed, or more like a rustic style bed. And so we're just gonna be adding some mirrors. I was surprised how hard it was to like find pictures and like things on the walls that like were base game, because I feel like I'm usually pretty good at gravitating towards like the base game pictures when I'm not doing a like only base game house. And so we are just going to be adding some plants and going to be adding just other little things to make this space. I tried to like have all the pictures be like a dark wood color, just so there was some consistency through this space. And I feel like the wallpaper is pretty bright, and so just kind of give some darkness into the space. And so we are just going to be adding another picture, and this room is just kind of finishing up. This is another one of my favorite rooms I have done in a while, and so we are just going to be adding another picture and going into the second bedroom, which I was imagining for like a young teen or older child. I honestly don't really know. You can change this room for whatever sim and whatever sim interest this they have. I just kind of went for like a generic bedroom. Like I said, it could be for a teen, it could be for a child. I do add a some interest, some like skill building items. This is also the only room in the house that has a computer, so that's kind of why I was thinking it would be more for 18, because maybe the parents are like, no, computers are useless, we don't need a computer, but maybe the teen sims like, actually I need a computer to do a lot of my homework. And so we are just going to be adding a guitar, and I do also add some like sports stuff, but I'm like, no, this feels a little too similar to last week's video where I had like a football player, but they had a musical interest. I basically made like a Troy Bolton from High School Musical room. Anyway, we are going to be adding that desk so I can add a computer and giving this sim some interest. So maybe this sim is like or not a hacker, is like a programmer. They want to get into like the tech industry when they move out of the house, and so they really need that computer to practice their programming skills. And so we are just going to be making a little bit of a photo collage area, but I don't really keep most of those pictures. I felt like the soccer poster was a little bit too sporty, and I didn't really want to do a room like I did last week. If you haven't seen that video, it's a pretty cool video, and it's a little bit longer, so if you like those longer videos, you should go check it out. And so we are going to be adding some green curtains just to kind of tie the outside, and I didn't really want to reuse the same color curtains. All of the curtains are the same like style, but these are also like base game curtains I would use anytime, anywhere. And so we are just going to be adding a picture above the bed and going to be adding a rug. It is a pretty simple bedroom. I would call this house a very simple base game house, and so we are just going to be getting rid of that soccer poster, like I said, and I'm pretty sure I do get rid of that microphone as well, and kind of make this more for like a nerdy sim who wants to become a computer programmer. And so we are just going to be adding a laundry basket and going to be adding those final touches into this room and into the house altogether. We are getting close to the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I would love to get to 70 subscribers before my birthday in middle of April, so if you would like to see more, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to play in this house, you can follow me over on the Sims 4 Gallery. All of the information is down in the description, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. If you want to see me build something specific, please make sure to leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear what you want me to build, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!